one of the funny things that happens when you scan a negative is that you're going back to the source material at the very beginning. You're seeing colors as they are preserved on that acetate film base that are scanned, and then when they're color balanced, they're brought to within reasonable perfection. And I say that because film chemistry changes over the years. Black and white film is very, very stable. There's film that was shot over 100 years ago that hasn't changed a bit. Color film is another story altogether, depending on who made it, how it's stored, and this applies to slides as well. The results can be all over the map. The big names, the Kodachrome had a consistent quality to it, and that was the benchmark of color printing for many, many years here in the United States. I'm going to say a few things about cameras. People say it's like, oh my God, my dad shot these with, a small camera, a camera he had in the service, a camera that, he picked up at a PX in Japan on his way to Vietnam and that kind of stuff. And what can you do with it? I said, well, I have to get in and look at it. Simply holding it up to the light will tell you a few things, but once you get an image in front of you, then you can say, aha, this is what you're looking at. Depending on how the film is stored, like I said, the colors can and will shift. I had a client who had a droll picture of her and her younger brother standing in front of a residential block. And they were delightful, except they were somewhat blue. I did a color correction on them and sent her the before and after image. And their skin tones, they were corrected for the skin tones, and they weren't blue because if you're blue, you're either cyanotic or a Smurf.